people. I finally decided to man up and do my video, UFC 162, the review video. What can I say? There was actually something wrong from the very start for me, because I was actually, usually I go to like a sports bar or I go to Hooters and watch it with, whichever fans I can meet at the bar, and figure out what's sort of like enjoy my UFC evenings like that, or I watch it on TV if it's a UFC show that's been shown on television. But in this particular instance, I didn't. I went to Hooters, and when I got there, it was packed. Like I couldn't get a seat. There were like lines out the door. The waiting time was over an hour, and people were still waiting in line. So I thought, oh, this is not working. I'm still relatively new to Fort Worth, so I called up the one or two people that I did know, and they were all working. My homeboy Dante and my homegirl Danielle, they were working. I was like, shoot, this is not good. What am I going to do? So I eventually called up another friend of mine, and he said, yeah, that he's got some live stream and he was going to watch it online. I thought, you know what, I don't like cheating the UFC out of their money, but on this occasion, maybe I'm just going to have to watch it online or something. So I came home and logged onto this so-called website that was streaming it live, and I was having all kinds of technical difficulties. Long story short, I did not watch it live, okay? I finally went to bed, and I woke up about 2 o'clock in the morning, and my homeboy Aaron had sent me a text message, and the message had read something like, I can't believe he got knocked out. But because I was sleepy, I was already formulating excuses in my head that, oh, I know what he means. I can't believe he got knocked down and then he came back to win the fight, is what I thought, okay? Unfortunately, when I woke up the following morning and went to yet another site to actually catch what had happened the night before and catch all the fights in their entirety, I didn't know what to say. I was shocked. Anderson Silva had lost to Chris Weidman, something that I sat, you saw me, you saw the cocky video, I was lying in bed half asleep. I sat there swearing there was no way on God's green earth that Anderson Silva was going to lose to Chris Weidman, but he did, I've had a few days to think about it, think this whole thing through, and I hope that we see Anderson Silva's warrior spirit come back. To be honest with you, I don't feel that we saw, the warrior in Anderson Silva. I don't know if he's bored. I don't know if he's just satisfied that he's got what he needs for his family. He recently opened a Muay Thai academy out there in California. He trains, superstars. People like Usher go there to go and train with him. He trains with Michael Jai White. They spar regularly. So he has all kinds of other things going on in his life now. He's making money. I mean, this guy made somewhere in the region between $600,000 and $800,000 was his pay for that night, and then he made, several more millions from his endorsements. He's endorsed by Nike, by Burger King, amongst many others. So he is not hurting for money. And I don't know if now he's satisfied and he just doesn't feel the urge to want to fight anymore. Unfortunately, I'm not just saying this as a Anderson Silva fan, but the truth is that Chris Weidman to me did not show me enough to make me feel that Chris Weidman won the fight. What I saw was Anderson Silva losing the fight. I didn't see Chris Weidman winning the fight, and I really don't mean that as a disrespect to Chris Weidman, because I admire that story, I admire his entire story, and I have to give him kudos, but really think that Anderson threw that fight away himself, and not on purpose, but just simply because his mental was not where it needed to be for this fight. We're going to see what happens. At the moment, he doesn't seem to be interested in fighting anymore and training anymore, at least not for a title run at 185. So I'm just going to have some patience and see if Dana can work his magic and hopefully get him fired back up. And maybe before the year's end, we might get Chris Weidman and Anderson Silva too, and see what the results are this time. That's all I can say. Obviously, there were other fights on the card. I was super impressed by Edson Barbosa. That's my guy. If you don't know who he is, go onto YouTube all his training videos. I'm trying to train just like him. I want to get my flexibility up. I want to be able to kick like him and, you know, be a powerful Muay Thai, Taekwondo type striker just like him. I really, really admire that guy. He's my new, guy to inspire me to train and try and get my, my leg dexterity as good as it should be, as good as it should be. Chris Lieben, I talked about Chris Lieben's problems before, and unfortunately, him losing this fight didn't look good. I really think that Chris should quit and just train other fighters. He's a lovable guy. He's got his demons just like most of us, but he's trying to fight through them. So I hope that he's made enough money, and I hope that there are good people in his camp that can help him plan other things that he can do with his life rather than fighting. Because the truth is, as much as I love fighting and I love the combat sports, it's not something you can truly do forever. Who else? Muniz, I'm happy for him that he got his win. That's really cool. Oh shit, what have I got now? Oh my lord, I was bleeding and I didn't even know it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Muniz, I'm happy for him, he got his win. Who else? Gracie got his win, yeah. Frankie Edgar got his win, happy for him. And what can I say? Anderson Silva, I've been in depression. I've been in disbelief. I've had people clowning me, at work, like, yeah, so what happened to your boy? I could not believe what happened on Saturday, but it's all good though. It's all part of the sport. I'm doing this really quick sort of like review video right now. It's really late, so do forgive me. I'm not really giving you much in the way of details, but I will be doing a video very soon on Like Water, which is a documentary that was released on Anderson Silva. Hopefully tomorrow morning, before I get caught up doing other stuff, I'm going to try and do that video, post it out, and you guys will get to hear a little bit more about my take on Anderson Silva's loss, as well as my review of that actual documentary. Right, so sit tight, and hopefully I'll have another video for you guys in the next 12 to 15 hours. Be easy, peace.